Hello and welcome to my channel. I don't know when it's going to watch this video, but anyway, we are going to talk about philosophy. So, I don't know much about philosophy, honestly. The reason that I create this video is because I want to document about my journey in learning philosophy. I'm 23 years old this year, and it sounds so funny, but I just enrolled to a university and decided to learn philosophy at this age. And I don't have any job. I don't have any job, and I don't have like a certain specialty. But I decided to learn philosophy at university at this age. Just a few days after I got out of the asylum. Yep. And today's video is not accompanied by any scripts, any GPTs, and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I use them a lot, but I just don't want to really dependent to GPTs for today's session. I decided to not have any structure. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a writer, obviously. So I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. Probably won't be that structured, but I want to explain about what I understand about philosophy in this video. So first, the very first time I heard the word philosophy, well, I don't know technically, but like the first time I knew it as something that you could learn and stuff is when I was like 13 or 14. I believe it was like around that age. I found a book, like actually my sister's college book. It's called The Introduction of Philosophy. Introduction to Philosophy. And I read that word and it sounds swag. Not gonna lie, it sounds really swag. And I was just like, this is something that would make me seems and sounds smart, and I don't know why. Like I wasn't I barely know things, like I was 13, but it what makes me think, philosophy sounds really academic and serious and stuff like that. So the only thing that I remember from this book is that it's a one line that says philosophy is the root of all knowledge. That that's the only thing that I remember from that book. And I don't know where is that book right now, but that's the only thing that I remember, and it has been stuck in my brain for a while. Not for a while, since then. So it's been a long time because I'm like 23, so it's been 10 years and it's stuck in my brain, and it makes me really interested in anything that has philosophy in it. But actually, in my language, which is Indonesian, we have two different words for each philosophy and the filsafat. So it's like a two different thing. I don't know if it's two different things, but like the language itself, we have two different words. So the one that we use for philosophy that I intend to explain today is the filsafat. And since then I started to get so interested in philosophy books, and like it's not like I read a lot of philosophy book, but I occasionally read the books with philosophy theme in it. But like it didn't really get me somewhere because like I only know like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle's. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Don't believe me. So, and I know like Thales, Thales. Please don't believe the way I pronounce their names because I just read their name in the way my language works. Okay, Pythagoras, and then Euclid, and then there's this also names that's hard to remember. And then also there's Immanuel Kant. I read one of his book, I think, and I understand nothing. And then there's Rene Descartes. We have Thomas Aquinas. We have, well, that's all I know. Like I think like a few of them I know, but I'm just familiar with their names. I don't remember. I'm not familiar to their work, and therefore I think start from now on. I have to start to get familiar to like the basics of philosophy before I really get into the college, because I don't know. I just think that that makes a lot of sense when you have preparation before you start to study something. Because if you really start from zero, well, I'm not sure, but like, I just have this excitement to learn right now. So, but like, for now, I only have them. I mean, the books digitally. So I don't have the physical books because it's too expensive and it's not so accessible uh, in where I live. So yeah, that's what I know about philosophy. I don't know what 4 years would do to me, but I hope it does good, and it makes me build me a good community to think together. Not think together is not the right phrase. I mean, to learn together and to grow together. I mean, I just want to document myself and see like what I learned during the time span of 4 years learning at university, because I also have like two different opinions on where I go to the university, and one says that it's really good, what the other one says that it's really bad. So I don't know. I hope I'm like around in between, and I hope that I got to know a lot of good lecturer and an interesting discussions to join in. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say for today, though. It's been 7 minutes. It's just 7 minutes. What is this? What it does when you don't have any structure and script? It's less than 10 minutes. I thought it's already 30 minutes, but whatever. If you're interested in philosophy as much as I do, or if you have an expertise in philosophy, you can always um subscribe this channel, or just leave a comment on what I can learn about it, or probably any tips for a philosophy student, or you have any opinions toward philosophy in university. I don't know, it's just so interesting. So thank you for anyone who's watching, which is obviously me, myself, and I, and goodbye.